Hi guys, how are you doing? Hey Godspurs, how are you doing, man? Thanks for jumping in. It looks like this weekend is the weekend for Villa. If they can keep the results, if they can do the deed, then they will. There's a strong possibility. If they match the results of the other teams, they could be staying. That's good news for all Villa fans. I'm really hoping they stay up. What a result for them on the last match against Arsenal. That was a heck of a match. I mean, they've had for Arsenal. They did. Arsenal played well against Liverpool and City, and then showed their colours against Villa, and then, Villa, what a win! But Watford as well. Now, who's going to be the? I think it's Hayden Mullins has been appointed caretaker manager for the time being, right? That is what I understand. Yeah, correct. Because now Watford and Bournemouth have to turn in a result, but that fracture. I mean, they aren't. So far, I'm not too sure exactly what's happened at Watford. I mean, I know that there was an incident, but Troy Deeney has been very diplomatic about what's happened. Reports are going around that Nigel Pearson lost his head, but I'm not too sure what to read into that. So it's very unsettling for Watford fans as well. But it looks like Bournemouth are more than, I'm kind of expecting Bournemouth to go down, right? So Bournemouth and Norwich. Watford, but Villa's last few matches have been absolutely, I think they are putting in quite a run towards the end, which is going to be good. West Ham might just escape, yeah. It could. You've been waiting to see Thiago all week, right, Molly? Wow. Okay, let's talk about Barcelona, for example, right? People are talking about how Barcelona could be in trouble next season. But if you look at Barcelona and the players they have, and the players have just come back from injury as well. Sergio Roberto came back from a long spell of injury. He's like a new player. Then we've got what's his name? That Dutch player was injured as well. I can't remember his name. Suddenly, all of a sudden, the name escapes me. You want Villa to stay up? Who doesn't want Villa to stay up? Put up your hands. I bet you there's only one or two people. I don't know, man. We have 9 people watching us, but only 1 or 2 people, right? So, it's gonna be crazy, man. So, I think Villa, I'm hoping stay up. Really, really. Only because I don't want Villa Park, the stadium, to be in the championship. I know it sounds a bit strange, but yeah. I like to see Villa stay up. Frankie de Jong, yeah, exactly. So you look at Barcelona, they've got Frankie de Jong, who's had injuries and he's just come back. You got Sergio Roberto. You got Ansu Fati. There's, I think, another 2 youngsters who have shown how good they are. So it's like next season Barcelona have 5 new players. That's how I look at it, right? Ansu Fati didn't really. Oh, and Puig, right? The other guy, another youngster who's really. I was so impressed with him when I saw him play. I was like very impressed with how his eye for the pass. And they were playing him in a diamond though, so it remains to be seen if their current manager continues, which I seriously doubt. Yeah. So whether the new manager will do any better. Fulham, you want to see them in the playoff. Brentford go up. Their last season, correct? Their last season at Griffin Park. Yeah, that's true. Brentford, but Leeds we know already up. Leeds are up. So the rest of the teams is the playoffs. And I think right now my attention is going to be on the championship. because the championship is where the action is. I mean, if you're looking at the Premier League right now, we've got basically a 2-horse race for the 4th position, right? I mean, Leicester, I'm pretty confident Leicester is going to lose the plot completely, right? Because they've got big matches to come. We got all or nothing to play for. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it's Manchester United and Leicester City. The game to play for. So right. Yeah. So Chelsea have Liverpool to play, and I don't see them taking all 3 points against Liverpool. Right. So if Chelsea win one game, they are guaranteed a Champions League spot, right? So for me, I still think it's good. United are going to finish with Chelsea, and Leicester are going to lose out. That's it. Leicester have fallen apart, man. They're. I mean, I did call it, right? A few weeks ago, we were talking about the top 4 finish, and I predicted it will be United, Liverpool, City, United, and Chelsea. These are the 4 teams I picked. Because there is no way Leicester is going to do it. Because Leicester's matches are not easy. And it's a flight of fantasy, I think. Yeah, to expect Leicester to... I mean, I think Leicester have done really well under Brendan Rodgers, but I don't think they have that. They're nowhere as... They don't look as good as United, because United are looking damn good right now for next season. Even for next season, I think they're going to be a serious... they can play some seriously good football right now. Wigan, are they still playing football? Yeah, Wigan. Yeah, they paid. Correct. There's a lot of stories right now flying around, right? There's a lot of funny stories going on. I'm just waiting to see what's gonna happen in the next couple of weeks. We've got I think in the next couple of weeks things are gonna look really different. Yeah, they can't qualify for the Champions League with him in defense. Yeah, Leicester are lacking firepower besides Jamie Vardy. They don't have another style of play, in my honest opinion. Right? Leicester were built ground up to be. Okay, Leicester have shown a lot of success playing as a club that hits teams on the break because they can leverage off Vardy's pace. But they are not a club that can play that 70% possession game and how do I put this? And pass their way into goal. They're not Nottingham Forest in their heyday. They're not Liverpool in their heyday. So no, I don't see that in Leicester City. When Leicester City won the title, they were playing counter-attacking football to win the title. Nah, man, no way Arsenal will win next season. Oh, sorry, not this season. I thought you meant this season. Stone Flamingo. Champions League football next season. Arteta, we'll see. Depends on what they do. I mean, already fans are flying banners across the stadium, whichever stadium they play, just asking for the owners to get out. Arteta needs support at Arsenal. With the current squad that they have, I don't think they're going to see Champions League. They need to get players in that can play Arteta's style of football, and that's the thing, right? At the end of the day, I don't think they're going to do it. I think they're still living off that Arsene Wenger era where they could get a player for £500,000 and turn him into a £50 million player. So I still think they're living. They've had those successes, and I guess they feel that they're gonna keep getting successes like that. So I don't see that happening at Arsenal. I doubt Arsenal are ever gonna see Champions League. Not for next season at least, right? So I think for me, the team that, for me, the same four, awesome foursome are gonna do it. Look out for Sheffield United next season to become strong. But see, this is the thing about Sheffield United, sides like Sheffield United. They have a fantastic first season, and then the real test is the following season. When teams are whether they can keep that core of their team that gave them that spirit, and B, whether or not other teams have adapted to their style of play. Because most of the teams never played against United's system, Sheffield United system until this season. Next season, they'll probably come up with game plans to handle their overlapping central defenders, which is definitely going to be in play next season. And I am really hoping, right? I am really hoping that SI include overlapping central defenders, not as something that happens as a matter of fact. Right now we can get the overlapping central defenders to work in the game, but it's not part of a tactical strategy. It's more like, okay, if I combine this role with this mentality and I play with these instructions, I can get my overlapping central defenders to work. But it's not something that is like the overlapping play, which is tactical design. Like, you know that with the overlaps, with certain roles, they're going to overlap and underlap, and you can kind of create a tactic, and you know when it's going to happen. You know that if these conditions are met, I'm going to get the play I want. But with the central defenders at the moment, you can't do that, because what you end up getting is, all right, I don't know when it's going to happen, but I'm hoping it happens. Milan for Europa League, yes, that's what I think is going to happen. I'm not sure, I haven't seen the results, but I think Milan didn't play very well the last match. AC Milan, once the board go at Barca, Victor Front and Laporta want to develop you, the board are behaving like Real used to buying superstars and bypassing them. Yeah, but that's yeah. I think that's true. The board in Barcelona have the existing board in Barcelona have kind of like for the last couple of seasons, Barcelona have lost their identity. That's a well-known fact. Everybody says that La Masia doesn't exist anymore. That famous academy that produced all these fantastic youngsters, we don't see that anymore. So for Barcelona to achieve the greatness that they once had, they've got to go back to their roots, and they're gonna have to. Having said that, money is everything in the game right now. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's a sad time to actually see some of the things that have happened in football. Like what happened at Wigan, right? So I mean, we know that clubs sometimes have financial issues. That we do know, right? But it's wrong. I just find it's a really, really, really sad time. Hey GGV151, I'm fine. How are you? You said Liverpool, Man City, Manchester United, and Chelsea. Oh yeah, sorry. Liverpool, City. Yeah, of course. That is you saying United are going to finish? That's my prediction. Liverpool are going to finish ahead of Manchester City, which they've already done. And Chelsea will finish behind Manchester United, which is what I also said is going to happen. I don't expect Chelsea to finish third. I expect Chelsea to finish fourth. And then Sheffield United and Wolves will bring up the rear. And next season we're gonna see the same fight, but the fourth position is gonna be very interesting, because I think that next season it'll be the usual suspects. You gotta look at Sheffield United, you gotta look at Wolves, and for some reason or other, I'm hoping that Bielsa stays at Leeds and we get a surprise in Leeds. Surprising Leeds. And Leeds are one of those teams that historically have done surprises in the Premier League. Palace versus Spurs, one more cup final win, Europa League, lose or draw to good night Vienna. Palace has been a problem for a lot of sides at home. Liverpool used to travel to Crystal Palace. Every time Liverpool played against Crystal Palace, right, away from home, I get nervous, because it's the one team you kind of worry about playing against sides like Crystal Palace. They have a lot going for them at home. They're a tough team to beat at home. GGV151, can you explain why in the beginning I do well and it goes shit mid-season? Well, the only one it happens to everybody, okay? So, some of us are better at managing the downward spiral, right? You gotta look at two things. There are several things. I've always alluded to them in my saves. The first is you gotta play players on streaks. You gotta start paying attention to players who have started to lose form, and then you gotta be able to tell who they are. And that's a very easy way to do that in the game. When you look at the stats, average 5 versus the last 5, the average performances of a player versus his last 5 games. I use that metric. You've got to do that. Then you've got to do small little things when that period of time comes, right? You will always find that some of these players, what they've done, they get bad training ratings as well. So you've got to give them a kick up the ass. I mean, I've done it on stream once where I think it was Velez, right? I think it was the last. We were not playing it. I wasn't playing on Twitch. I was playing on YouTube. I went to half the team and I gave them a kicking up the ass. So I basically told like all the players that were 6.6, right, training rating, or their averages for matches was like 6.6. And like more than 2 or 3 games, and I went to them and I basically told them that they improved their performances on the pitch, and I give them my interactions with them to warn them that their performances are not good enough, and it works. The other thing you want to do is you're gonna find that most of these teams have started to adapt. I won't say they've changed their tactics, but you will find that at the start of the season, some sides may take a certain approach against you. It could be the way their mentality. I've had teams completely change tactics on me. Like, I think it was with Milan. If you were following the Twitch streams, I remember in the early season part of this campaign, I'd be playing against 4-2-3-1s, 4-1-4-1s, that kind of thing, right? Towards the end of the season, towards the middle part of the season, I started seeing 4-2-2 DMs. Like, you know, they all started going double DMs. I was like, holy cow, nobody wants to play against me. So the notion that your tactic doesn't need to be adapted, or that you can play the same way, well, you can play the tactic that you've always played, but you've got to learn how to unlock sides. You got to learn you got to learn certain little things about your own system. Yeah, so you gotta start doing that a bit more. And I find that if you can and pay attention to the problem is you gotta pay attention to the small things. So things like match preparation, you gotta pay attention to that. Yeah, stuff like that. And so basically it's squad management, match preparation, and tactics. So you gotta do all 3. There's a player named Daljit Singh Rashidi in my save. How is it possible? Have you created him? I'm in the game? Finally! No. Please say you have the game. Can you upload it, Kratos? You're on the server, right? You are on our Discord, aren't you? I'm in the save! Really? I'm in the save! My name is in the... I know my name is in the game, that's for sure. Alright? I mean, my name was in the game for like 10 years, but I finally see my name is in the game. It's not even my game, it's your game. Oh my god, thank you very much, man. Oh man, you Kratos, if you can, one of these days, you're gonna have to share that with Safe with us. I'll just say, yeah, it is me. I heard I was in the game. I was in the safe, right? But after the first time, I've played so many times, I've never seen a new gen with my name before. But can you please share that as a screenshot, right? Please do. Later. Please. Wow. I want to know what it was like. I want to see his attributes as well. You gotta do it, man. You gotta see this. United are the best. Well, if you're a United fan, of course they're the best. And I'm happy for you too. I'm really happy for you. United are the best. All the good youngsters are leaving Barca because they don't think they will have a look in, so they leave. Yeah, that's the sad thing about Barcelona. There was a time where these youngsters would be chopping at the bit to play for the first team. You know, you just want to wear that jersey. You just want to get out onto the pitch. You want to go to Camp Nou and Camp Nou or Now, however you pronounce it. I think it's Now, right? Camp Nou, I think so. They just want to get onto the pitch and just prove their worth and play in front of all their dying legions of fans. You know, that pride that they have. But now it's sad. I mean, it's, in a sense, I guess, with clubs like Borussia Dortmund going around saying we are willing to bring in exceptional young talent if Barcelona don't want to do it or other clubs don't want to do it and will make money off these boys. I guess there's always a market for that, right? Do you ever keep an eye on Scottish football? I do. Glasgow Rangers, Celtic. Yes, I have an eye on Scottish football because of Gerrard. Gerrard is there. Who doesn't want Bielsa to do well? I think Bielsa has done exceptionally well. He's what we need in the game. He's what we need in the game. Really, that gentleman manager that will tell his entire team to stop playing the ball and let another team concede the goal because he thinks something unfair happened. Seriously, I've never heard of this before in my life. I have never ever seen something like this in my entire life in football, okay? But to come across the perfect gentleman manager, I mean, that's after, of course, the reports about him spying on other teams. So I couldn't choke. I can't even mute my microphone. Can you believe it? I almost choked. You can all hate me here, but I think Bruno is the best. No, we don't hate you. I think Bruno Fernandes is a good... No, nobody's going to hate you because you love football. I mean, we all support different kinds of teams, right? I mean, different teams, not kinds of teams. We all support different teams. Everyone's allowed to support their clubs. Nobody hates another person because you're wearing, a jersey of a club that says it's the Theatre of Dreams, has the stadium that's called the Theatre of Dreams. Yeah, nobody has anything against you. Will you watch the championship player? I'm watching a lot of things this weekend. Jahid, hey, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully this works. Yep, have a cigar, have a few nuts, man. You're from work, Brazos. You have to share this later. Seriously, when you get a chance to, you gotta keep that. You gotta keep it going. You gotta keep it going, right? First team chunks. How's it going? Well, it's doing well. The kids are at home today. Today's a holiday. Apparently, I'm currently, because of the lockdown as well, I currently live in a country right now with my wife where there are more holidays than I can count. Right? They have Independence Day for the country and they have Independence Day for the state. They're on different days. Makes no sense to me. Don't get me going about this. It's like they have birthdays for the governors and the state holidays. They got birthdays for the so shit. The first time I came here, I'm a foreigner working here, right? So I wasn't working here last time. So that's how I met my wife, and I remember we had a project, and there was this cocky company that came in to do the project. So I was the director. I was the project director for this, and they came up to me and they said, "Okay, boss, we can definitely finish this project in a year." And I looked at them and I said, "Really? Have you done your homework on this country?" They said, yes, we have done our homework on this country. We are very confident that we can get this project done in a year's time and there will be no delays. I said, okay, all right, I insist that you tag on 3 months to the project. No, sir, we don't want to tag on 3 months to the project. We can finish it in 1 year, okay? Fine. Then we will sign the contract and you will agree to finish it in 1 year. Otherwise, you pay a penalty per day for failure to deliver. And we will not be liable for any extra charges. He said, okay, we will do that. You see, the problem for them was they didn't know. They didn't go and find out that there were all these holidays going on and that during the fasting month, they stopped work they only work for 6 hours. Yeah, it's, this country is, because so many holidays, it just beguiles the mind. It's not fun, man. You have no one else to play for the first team. Bruno Fernandes, he is good. But the training is, he is a very good player. Bruno Sink, good morning, good morning. Kratos, once again, Kratos. They save the screenshot when you get a chance, brother. You must be sharing it with me because my name is in the game. My character is in the game. I want to see what my face looks like. It's the new trend. I really do. Because apparently we had to take a picture of our faces too and send it in at that point, right? So I asked for my picture a long time ago. I didn't know it was for this. Sarah is notorious for the opposition switching tactics this season. Yeah, I'm playing against 4-5-1 double, DM 5-4-1 with a sweeper. What? Sarah? Yeah. Look, that's the reason why I like playing this area. This area is, for me, one of the more challenging leagues precisely because of the variety of tactics that are in the game. I don't get that kind of variety playing anywhere else. I mean, I do get, to some extent, I get it in Portugal, yeah. England, not so much. Right, not so much. Maybe next year I want to play in England because we've got Sheffield United who've got a different tactic. We've got Wolves who play a different tactic, and then we're going to have Leeds, right? So this will be interesting. That next season is going to be very interesting. Now, I'm a referee in your save, but he's Italian? Really? My goodness, I'm in the game too. I'm in the game for a lot of people, but I haven't even popped up in my game yet. My own game I haven't popped up. I played so many long-term saves. I have like 5 saves. I have like 5 saves concurrently and I haven't popped out in one of them. What's the best way to utilize the AM, AP in a 4-2-3-1? Don't use the AP. Don't play AP. Whatever it is, don't play an AP in a 4-2-3-1. I mean, you can. I'm not suggesting it won't work, but I think it's going to be quite a challenge to play with AP in a 4-2-3-1 because a 4-2-3-1 is kind of slows down, then you end up. It depends on the systems you're playing against, right? A lot of systems are going to have playmakers there. DMs, and that's going to be a struggle for you. We're doing Velez today, guys. Yeah, we're gonna be doing Velez. What about Independence? What Independence Day on my street? Nothing's man happening over here. It's all the big Kauna zeros. Nothing's happening. Well, guys, if you just joined, I want to thank you for popping in. As you know, today is Velez. Today is the day when we jump into a save and we are going to be continuing a little adventure on Velez. We are doing the continuation of our saving Udinese from relegation on Friday, and don't forget this weekend is Game Changer. Okay, so here we are. We are. Hey, GGV151, thanks for the subscription, man. Thank you very much. This is Germany 3, Liga in my save. Wow, I'm in Germany. Alright, so what's happening? What's happening with this save, right? So essentially with this save, we are currently not doing too badly. Okay, we're playing. I don't know. I'm still getting accustomed to playing in South America, so I have absolutely no idea. I mean, I think I have to keep going back to the rules to find out. I think this league splits up, right? So here we got a Superliga Argentina, right? They ended in March. Okay, so the league has ended. So the Superliga has ended. I think it has ended. Then the overall table ended is 16th of May, so I have no idea how this is gonna work. All I know is this has been done, and then I think they shift into another competition after that. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen after this. I still am trying to figure that bit out. Oba Sebinga. Hey, I can. You're from Uruguay. Thank you very much. What's going on, man? I hardly ever play this kind of saves. The recent change the way it's played. It's tough to understand. You tell me about it, man. I totally don't understand what's going on. Because I thought we have one league, and then after the league, there's got to be a point where the league breaks off into another structure. So this structure is the Quilmes El Clásica specific rules. 3 points to win, number of teams 24. They play 23 matches. Teams play each other once. Now I get it. They only play each other once. So all these teams have already played this first round of matches and we finished 5th, right? Now we've broken off after this into another competition, I suspect, which is the Copa, whatever. This Copa, we are playing another competition now. Let's see. It's called Copa Superliga. So this Copa Superliga will continue for a few more, few more weeks, I guess. Yeah. This is gonna be interesting, man. Tigre, this is a new competition, right? I assume this is it. Ask me to check out a player. Can he play on the wing? Let me check that out. Okay, so our friend here, can he play on the wing? Very interesting question until I zoom in. Uh-oh. Guess what? While I was doing that, I got a DXGI error device. You receive at any point when playing or attempting to launch forward, this will be due to an issue with graphics card. Where you first rank I know I can. Basically, according to them, well, let me check. I gotta check my NVIDIA card. My NVIDIA card is fine. I crashed out of the game, guys. Just to let you know. Okay, so we'll talk about this guy in the meantime before we pop into another. So I've got. How would I play him and train him? Okay, so he's got a preferred foot of his preferred foot is left, so that's not too bad. Okay, his preferred foot is right, but he's got a left foot, which is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I would train him to he looks like a inverted winger, but the first touch is there, 14. His balance and agility is there, so he can definitely take on players. His determination, he's got very good off the ball. I mean, for his age, right, he's got very good off the ball. I would definitely look at developing into an inverted winger, maybe even on attack. That's how I play him. I wouldn't play him on support though. I play him on attack. The reason why I like to play inverted wingers, first up, he's got low bravery, so I don't think he's ever gonna come back, right? Or he might come back and he might tackle, he might put in a shift, but I don't expect him to be able to beat players from deeper positions with the dribble because his acceleration is not fantastic. So in this particular case, what I will do with him is I'll train him on attack duty as an inverted winger, and then while I'm at it, right, give him training focus on shooting. That's what you want to do. Training focus on shooting so that he improves his shooting along the way. That's how I would develop that player. Okay, let's see if first up we go into the screen. Yeah, we can definitely play the game. I crashed while doing that. Can you believe it? I had a crash, man. First time. At least this is the good thing about playing. I'm so happy, right? I switched to a Windows machine. Oh man, I'm so happy I switched to a Windows machine. Because the last time I still remember, whenever I crashed and I had to restart the game, right? The Mac. I mean, while a Mac is fantastic, I'm not talking badly about you, my dear love, my Mac, and I still love you very, very much. Do not be offended. Do not be offended. Okay. All right. I gotta keep stroking my Mac that way because she's gonna turn around and she's gonna wish bad things upon me. But Yes. I'm glad I switched to a streaming machine that is run on a Windows platform, man. Something to take note of: the relegations are determined differently. You take the average points per game of the team over the last 3 years, and the worst 3 teams at the end of the season get relegated. My God. Copa Argentina points count towards the average except the semi. Seriously, do the fans even understand what's going on? I bet you there's a spreadsheet, right? That whenever they do commentary, television commentary on the football, right? They have to have a spreadsheet explaining exactly what's happening. Oh yes, the mathematical setup is that it's just 3 points, one, and they actually on 16 points. No, actually I made a mistake. I forgot to add the defeat. Yeah, sorry, excuse me. I'll go back then. I'll work that one out. Okay. I'll be with you in a second. Let me find out who's gonna be promoted and who's gonna be relegated. Finally. Okay, this is the promotion and relegation. So yeah, man, shit, I wouldn't understand it if it was there. You also saw someone play FM as Milan on trade yesterday. That's nice. I like to play as Milan. It's a historical thing for me. Since a long time ago. Yeah. I love playing as Milan. That side has got so much history. I'm always attracted to sides with history. We're gonna save this just in case I crash again. It sucks because it's hard for a big team to get relegated. I guess that's the reason why some of these clubs come up with these. Speaking of which, right? It seems that the European Super League is going to be a reality very soon. They're going to expand the Champions League, turn it into a little private party for super rich clubs, and it's going to happen, man. So I guess it's at the end of the day, that's what football has turned into, which is one of the reasons why I say we should turn Football Manager into a kind of esports things where we have real people. You don't have to. You watch from the comfort of your home, right? As if that's ever gonna happen. I don't think that's ever gonna happen, but we can always dream. And I'll have to train my son to play this so that one day he can, manage his own side. Okay, we got Piton, right? We're gonna have to play Lanos. Okay, where are we in the Superliga Quilmes Classica? I'm confused. I thought the season was over. 28. Yeah, there's still. Oh, I guess what is happening. Schedule. I'm playing the Copa Superliga Group B. I'm in the group. I'm sorry, I'm in second group. So we are level on points with Lanús second. So I guess there will be something at the end of this, I guess. Rules. There we go. We go from the group stage to the semi-finals to the finals. Right, so we got the group stage, start date, and then we end on. So this is going to continue all the way until May.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you? So we've got semi-finals and semi-finals happening. And then the top two will go into the semi-finals. And the two teams, I guess, at the top two will go on to qualify for the final. And the final winners, it's going to be... That's it. Penalty shootout, we scores a level after 90 minutes. And that's it, man. Copa Superliga. So we got a chance, man. We got to keep it going. Hopefully we have a chance to finish. And so how many games do we play? That's very important. We have now 24 teams. Number of matches, 11. Right? So I can't Mickey Mouse this, right? So we got 5. We got to keep, the pressure is going to be high. So we got to keep winning this. 11 games. I've got another 4 more matches left, and then we got a chance to be in the semi-finals at least. River Plate got relegated, which is kind of odd, right? That Orate takes into account the 23 league matches of Copa Super. Really, wow, that's really confusing. That's so confusing, right? You could you could have not been doing well, and then now you're at the top of the table, I guess. Which explains why I was top of the table for a while. Oh no, we're not playing with Robertone. Shish kebabs. No. This guy cannot. Can't play with him. He is not the player that he was. We're gonna bring this guy with us. Alright. We're gonna put Robertone on the bench. Barreal. I think Barreal is not good enough for the first team. Okay, we got Pereira. Pereira is injured. Gago is injured. Alvarez. We got this De La Fuente and Guidera. I think Guidera. I'm waiting to sell this guy. This guy is supposed to go to China, man. Yeah. Alright, Kufri Gianetti. And we've got our short defense. Look at that. 12 and 13. This is my short defense, guys. Varnos Velez. Okay, Varnos. It's not Varnos. Okay, kicking off, guys. Kicking off. Getting ready for the big match now. This is top of the table clash between Velez and Lanús. Man, come on, man. Lanús. Okay, we are playing Molten. This is a heck of a time to find out what tactic I'm using. Like, seriously. Okay, we've got a corner to defend. This is not looking good. Gianetti, this is a counter. Here they come down the flanks. Good defensive. Oh, that was not really a good defensive clearance. I was hoping they get out of the box and I can see that. Corner taken. Defending well. Surprisingly for our short little team, we're doing quite well in the air. Okay, we're gonna have to demand more. Oh, don't, not yet. Okay. We'll see. Okay, we're supposed to be playing all these short, but why is my other taker? Okay, so I'm gonna bring this guy and put him here. I'm gonna take you, put you here. Take you, put you here. Okay, I'm gonna take you, put you here. Take you, put you here. My corners are not ambitious for a specific reason. I'm not going to win any headers in the air. So we've been grinding out 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0 wins. Basically a lot of 1-0 wins. I think I'm leading the league in 1-0 wins at the moment. A lot of goalless draws as well. So our corner routines are the same. Very little ambition. So I'm going to switch over to 2D Classic. Right? I think these matches sometimes are a bit too dark. Okay, Galdames. But I don't like playing on 2D. Sorry guys, I've got to switch back to 3D. If there's one criticism, right, of this game is the level of brightness in the game. I think it's just not high enough. Okay, there we go. Their shadows are really good, right? So you look at that, and then I wish the sun would be out more often in Argentina. Okay, so they're playing a 4-1-4-1 and doing quite well. 6.5, 6.6. They are definitely vulnerable down that flank, which explains why we're getting so much love on that flank. Our attacks. I'm far from pleased. Okay, so we're gonna keep this. No, we're not gonna change too much, right? So we're just gonna keep on playing the same way we're playing. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do this. Bellamonte. Okay, demand more. Ooh, straight to the keeper's hands. How would you set up the 3 midfield in a 4-3-1-2? The 3 in a 4-3-1-2. DLP, Mazzara, Carrillo. Or DLP. DLP in the middle. Okay, I always play with a DLP in the middle. CMS, Carrillo. Depends on what kind of players I have. I want to have the side midfielders giving support to the guys on the flanks. That's really important, right? But I don't want them to be attacking, because the real strength in the 4-3-1-2 is the two wing backs, and they have to get up the pitch a lot. This means that the two side midfielders, they got to be able to tackle, they've got to be able to support play, but not necessarily venture too far forward, leaving the flanks without anybody to guard. So it depends on what you have in your team, actually. I have played with a CM on attack when I didn't possess a good fullback, so I had to keep the fullback defensive. But that kind of made the tactic really strange, because it felt like I kept defending on that flank anyway. So yeah. Okay, so we have Gudera is 6.8, 6.4, 6.5. Players aren't playing well. We're not doing well in terms of this is very bad. You know why? What I'm doing right now is extremely bad, because I have no idea what my possession numbers are. 46%. I don't think I should counter. Man, this is too. I haven't seen enough of the game to decide whether I should be counter pressing. This is a risk. I might run into trouble, but willing to take it at home. I'm thinking of making a 3 at the back strikeless system with inverted wing. I've never done. Is this a good idea? What should I consider to make it work? I'm thinking of making a 3 at the back strikeless system. 3 at the back. Yeah, it can work really well, because you got a very solid defensive core in the 3 players. You're going to be very solid defensively. It can definitely work. Yeah, you should do it. I think Guido made a strikeless back 3 before, and it definitely can work, 100%. I believe it too. Because the thing about strikeless systems is how you manage your line of engagement. That's all. If you know how to manage your line of engagement, you shouldn't have a problem. Velez! Velez! We have taken off, guys. Tabletoppers Lanos find themselves a goal behind. There is only so much time left on the clock. How do you manage the line of engagement? Okay, basically it's quite simple. Line of engagement is about when do you start pressing a team, right? That's it. So if you want to have a counter-attacking system, you definitely don't want to be playing with a very high line of engagement, because you're not counter-attacking, right? You're allowing the team, giving the team too much space when you play that kind of system. No, sorry. The line of engagement is when do you start to press a team. So a high line of engagement means you don't give them any space. So with a strikeless system, you definitely want to play with a standard line of engagement. Definitely not too deep, right? But you want to play with a standard line of engagement, draw them in, beat them in a very aggressive block. You want to win the ball in central midfield and then hit them quickly, because these strikeless systems have a lot of shadow runs, blind runs and shadow runs. That's what you want to be doing. Really good. That's about strikeless systems. That's how you make them work. Oh, nice. Come on, boys. Rodolfo De Pauli recording. Yeah, I will definitely do that if I can get my hands on it. I was looking for a lot of the recordings, but I will get it. Now that you mention it, I'll have to look for him tonight. This is the one, man. We did it. We beat that. That's a Salah comment. That's not Mohamed Salah. What a goal, man. Velez had beaten Lanús to go top of the table. Look at this, man. I've become the master of the 1-0s. Look at that 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Yeah, okay. Copa Liga Super Group B, clearly top. Oh no, training. We gotta be careful with this schedule. This is not too bad. I don't think this is too bad. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. Is this defending the mentals? I've done some work. I see. I'm not being lazy. Yeah. What do you think of inverted wing backs on defense with one BPD cover with halfback in front as a back four using a lower defensive line? Okay, inverted wing backs won't charge up the pitch. One BPD on cover, that's fine. With halfback in front with a halfback, that's an aggressive one. Yeah, that's not too bad. Very defensive. You can definitely put overlaps on the inverted wing backs on defense. Because they will be sitting in that hole really well. I want to get the name of that commentator. Wait, hold on. Rodolfo De Pauli, right? That's his name. Okay, copy. Go searching for him on YouTube. I wish my computer could just do what? With a thought. No. With a thought, my computer just goes commentary. Velez. San Lorenzo to Velez with Relato Rafaldo De Paulo. Man, first up is all going to be in Uruguayan, so I have to translate it to English. Hopefully I get that right. Okay. Save. I gotta keep doing this, right? It's like just for this game. We gotta do this. We gotta keep doing this. Generally, if you play with inverted wing backs, and if you want to use inverted wing backs in this game, right? I think they're one of the most OP roles in the whole game, right? Really OP. Even more OP than Mazzala's. Mazzala's aren't that OP. I mean, it's just fashionable for everybody to start using a Mazzala. But inverted wing backs are seriously OP. Yeah. If you know how to use them and if you know how to find the right player for him. Because the only role right now that if you wanted to replicate Trent Alexander-Arnold in the game, you'd have to use an inverted wing back on defense duty. Or rather inverted wing back, not necessarily on defense, but you could use him as support as well. So yeah, it's definitely. If you want the inverted wing backs to stay put, definitely don't use the overlap. Yeah. If you want them sitting in that hole and just protecting the area, defend duty all the way. But then up top, right, you might have an issue with your width. So you want to definitely do like a kind of how do I put this? Something more akin to how City really play. Inside forward, inverted winger kind of thing, right? So they got one guy giving them width. So they have this situation where a player is always giving width on one side of the pitch. You're gonna have to find that balance in your team with player traits as well as the right role. But I would definitely play with a winger and an inverted winger. But in the case of this winger, I wouldn't use him with guys inside. Because you're gonna have so much congestion going on and nobody taking that overlapping run. I'm okay. I mean, okay, the thing here is that everybody's going to end up with a favorite role because they can make it work. And that's how you should play the game. So you should not be unduly influenced by somebody else who comes into this game and says inverted wingback is the best role in the game. Because it's the best role for him because he's managed to work that best role into a strategy. So he knows how to combine roles to get the best out of some of these roles. So and I know there are a lot of people who dislike the poacher, but if you love the poacher, stick by it, enjoy it. Yeah, because you've made the poacher work. Like, I love the target man. I made the target. I love the target man role so much, man. This game, it's like the one role I can depend on so much in this game. Especially if I'm playing with a certain breed of team. So we got Matias de los Santos. He's fit. He had a long injury. De la Fuente, whatever your name is. Gallo is back. He's a youngster, but I haven't been able to use him. So how many more matches do we have? What's this? What's going on here? I have gone through 7 suggestions. We're not scouting anybody. We can't afford to take any players. I'm not scouting anyone. We're just waiting to see whether we can get rid of these players. I'll worry about the scouting towards the end of the season and see what we can do. Not too bad. I like shorter challenges nowadays as well. Shadow Striker is your favorite, you see? Yeah. Shadow Striker is fun in a 4-2-3-1. In fact, one of my favorite roles in a 4-2-3-1 is probably the Shadow Striker. It depends on how you actually make those roles work. So you can definitely make lots of roles work in the game. It's like, some people, when I would be very careful if, somebody says, oh, this role is broken, you can't use it. There's no such thing as a broken role. I mean, some roles don't work ideally. Like, for example, at the start of FFM20, we had a lot of complaints about the F9. We thought the F9 doesn't drop deep enough. In fact, I know that there were a lot of us initially that felt that way. Then, I think halfway through the beta cycle, 2 of us, basically me and another guy, were happy already because we could get him to drop. But the majority of other people couldn't get them to drop. So there is me going, it works. And there's like 30 other people or 100 other people who can't make it work. So this is something that you're going to have to come to terms with, because SI is not going to react to the majority. He's going to always react to the minority. Not that it prefers the elitist group or whatever you want to call it, but as long as they are able to get it done themselves in the house, I'm not saying they will look at me, but if one of their developers is able to do it, and it's an easy thing for him to do, that means he knows the combination. It's like a combination lock, no? You know the combination number. As long as he knows the combination number, that's it. They're not going to change things. So that's something that we have to bear in mind. So if you raise a bug or there's an issue for the game for you, but you don't see SI responding, it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that the SI think there's a bug and they're too lazy about doing something about it. It means that they know your concerns, but they don't feel that they want to tell you don't know how to play the game. That's it, basically. They'll be very polite. They could have said, learn how to play the game, that kind of thing. Yeah, they can do all kinds of you have to learn how to play the game. They can do that, right? But they don't want to do that. They just want to So if you're making a certain role work well for you, you're the man. Good work. Enjoy it. Let's start making other roles work. Other combinations work in the game. There's no such thing as well as a perfect combination. People say that all the time. I don't get it. Go like, oh yeah, you can't use this combination with that player. I'm like, no, there's only 1 or 2 that make sense. Like inverted wingback, inverted winger. It kind of makes sense, right? Because they're both gonna end up in the same spaces, so it doesn't make sense that you use both roles together, unless they have defining traits, right? Like certain traits in the game, because traits are so big in the game. So that's the only time you might want to then make an exception, right? Like inverted wingbacks with inside forwards. People, it doesn't make sense, right? You said inside forwards, inverted, but they shouldn't be taking the same space. But I use the overlap. Then and the other guys got cut inside. So I used an inverted wingback with a winger. There was one time I did an inverted wingback with a winger, all right, and he had the people were going, it doesn't work. No, but my winger has cut inside. and I'm using the overlap. I go like, but I'm using the complexity in the traits to make my tactic. So it works. Yeah, you understand the system then. You don't like the wingback and the winger together. Wingback and winger, yeah. I would hate to use that combination together because both of them hug the line. They both hug the line. They both run down the flanks. It's like you're getting both of them together. So it will make more sense to have if you have a wingback and a winger, the winger has to be on support at least, right? That's the only thing. But they will probably end up in the same zonal areas as well. Come on, guys. You can break this team down. We're gonna have to have a chat with these boys. No, we can't. We already done one. Yeah. You know what the best role, one combination that I like a lot. Okay, seriously, this is obscenely powerful. Wingback and white midfielder. White midfielder in the transition is gonna move inside. Wingback is gonna hug the line. Now they move up together. Wingback can't pass the ball, passes it to the white midfielder. White midfielder pulls the play away, gives it to the wingback. Wingback either runs down the flank free or does a dangerous cross early. That's the beautiful thing about the so understanding how different roles work together is really important sometimes. So if you found the poacher to work really well, good on you, man. Because to be honest with you, not a lot of people can make the poacher work well. I'll tell you that. You're one of them who's done it. Congratulations. And enjoy the game, right? Just have fun. It's the best thing. I have a strong feeling FM21 is going to be a very interesting game because I'm expecting some big things in that game. I'm in a good mood, man. I'm in the game. I'm in the game. I'm finally in the game. I find out that I'm in the game because nobody told me they saw my name in the game until today. I mean, now I've heard it all. I'm in the game as a referee as well, so that's kind of sad. At least I'm in the game as a player and a referee. So not that. That's not too bad, eh? Dish Kodwa, I'm so annoyed. Now, this guy was supposed to play it short. We told him to play it short. He keeps playing it to the box. If there's one thing we're going to work on this for FM22, right, is they've got to make these guys pay attention to their routines. So look, I got options on the bench. I got this guy Augustine Buzat. He scored the winner in the last game, right? But Ricardo Centurion, we're spending a king's ransom on wages on him. So I don't care. He's gonna play. It isn't all about results for me. It's more like I'm getting everything that I can from this guy. If we're gonna pay him the wages of 5 players, he better jolly well get onto the pitch. So you're saying that I should use an inverted wingback with the winger? Yes, I am suggesting using invert. If you don't have a winger that cuts inside or gives, it depends on what you want the inverted wingback to do, right? Okay. Right. Okay. If you want the inverted wingback to do overlaps, like you want that kind of really fluid kind of system like Liquid is. Liquid is a very fluid system, right? So you don't know which direction the attack is going to come. So there's always a decisions dilemma because the concept of a decisions dilemma actually exists in the game, right? Where a player comes, there might be 3 or 4 players, they don't know who to mark, and somebody gets away free. It actually exists in real life. It exists in the game. So I use the inverted wingback with a winger with the cuts inside to create chaos. But if you want to use an inverted wingback, you can definitely use him with inside forward. You can use him with a winger. But look, if you use an inverted wingback, you have to understand how to use it in the different situations. Inverted wingback with winger is the easiest for somebody who's not used to the complexity of the inverted wingback. That means if you're not used to that role, it's easy. Then go use that. but pay attention to the traits. That's the first, it's like you're driving a car. Okay, we know you can drive a car, so you take the keys of the car. You don't drive it very fast. You just get used to it. Understand the car first. So that's how inverted wingback with winger is the basic level of playing it. Then you've got the higher levels of playing the thing. The other levels. Now I won't say higher. The higher is the wrong term. I would say the varied ways of using it. To understand the various other more creative ways of using it, you probably will need to understand how team instructions and traits come into play. Like, how would you make the inverted wingback work with the inside forward? How would you make the inverted wingback work with an inverted winger? Right? That one I find is very hard. The inverted wingback and the inverted winger. But the easiest one is winger without traits. That means he plays hugging the line. That means that the inverted wingback is always driving through the middle. Yeah, that is expressive. Inverted wingback, Mazzala together, both of them in the same zonal areas with one guy giving them width, occasionally doing different things. That can be very, very exciting. Chikarita Juniors, come on. We have been trying to unlock you for a long time, man. Come on, Robertone. There's no way to unlock this side. What do you think of defenders using man marking? Say 3-man marking, 1 sweeper. I don't use quite difficult to get man marking right in this game. Very difficult. Because the game, the positions change sometimes quite a lot. The game does do that. So your man marking is going to come undone. I would never, ever, ever, ever use specific man marking. I use position marking, but I'll never use man marking. It's never... specific man marking just is not a good instruction to use. Because all you need to do to defeat specific man marking is player swapping in the game. And the AI does that a lot. A lot. Player swapping, it does a heck of a lot in the game. Sometimes you see the two positions swap. Yeah, you don't want to. And there's so much micromanagement as well. Like, you gotta change the... Every time the substitution is made, you gotta go and look, is he marking the guy again? Is he marking the guy again? So it's gonna be a waste. It's too much work, man. I don't want to do that. That's like way too much work. I mean, I want to play the game to relax. It's not my right now it's the second. It is my job to play the game. It's the only income I derive by playing this game. But I definitely don't want to put in that much effort into playing. We work. Yeah. If you work 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Yeah. I don't work overtime for the same thing. Whoa, this is a cup thing. Shit, I didn't know that. Damn it. I didn't know that this would cut out the penalties, man. What do you think of the NFP? The no-nonsense fullback works. Yeah. You can use that role as plays from deep, counter-attacking style of play. He can even overlap. I done a video on him, man. Don't ever look down on a non-defensive fullback. I did one whole save, I think. No, not one save. I did like a tactic with a defensive fullback inside there. And people are like, what the hell's wrong with you? And I'm like, dude, you can use the defensive fullback. He does overlaps. Like, what? No way, man. No, wingbacks on defense also are a good idea. Yeah, definitely 100%. Yeah, man. You Scousers ready to lose to my Chelsea tonight? You hope, man. You hope, subject object. You hope, man. You gotta be there when we collect the trophy, right? And you're gonna be there when we sing our songs. You're hoping. You are so hoping to win. Because, look, guys, you've already qualified. Chelsea have almost qualified for top 4, right? It's there's maybe a point. Yeah. All there is a point. You lose. Come on, man. I don't think Leicester is going to be that much of a problem for you guys. For Manchester United. So, yeah. Manchester United are going to just, hammer Chelsea, Leicester City. Yeah, no worries. Mama Muwaska. Oh! Wait. I didn't realize, man. I was just talking. But I think I made my, oh my lordy. Mamos, you are sub to the channel. Thanks for subbing to the channel. Mamos, I'm gonna make my alerts louder now. Because what I done is, we had this time, right? I mean, I still remember this, guys. We had the alerts were very loud at one point, right? They were very loud at one point, right? So now I've done a lot of tweaking to my system, and now the alerts have become softer. I know I just said, right, I don't want to put too much effort into your job. Seriously, FM, I don't believe it, man. FM is my job, and I'm like saying I don't have too much effort into it. I think it's such a bad thing to say. But honestly, inverted wingback, it just doesn't work. I have tried, you know my amount of effort I put into saves just to do my guides for you guys, right? So, my god, a lot of hours I put into the inverted wingback and the inverted winger. I tried so many simulations with it, and I played so many saves with the inverted wingback and the inverted winger together. First, I tried the simulations. I think I had like 2 machines running the simulations with the inverted wingback and the inverted winger. And it just like produced the worst kind of numbers on the flanks. Yeah. And Mama Suako, thanks for subbing to the channel. You're an absolute legend, man. Mama Wasaka from Uruguay. Thank you very much, man. Would you use play instructions swap positions with? Yes, I would, definitely. In some of my tactics, I definitely have swap positions. Especially when they give a different flavor, right? Okay, for example, I give you this very simple example. You got a winger, you got inside forward. Okay? Alright, now if I have 2 players, and I do this quite a lot in the game for your information. Okay. The winger stays wide, the inside forward cuts inside, right? So, but if let's say I have a player who's got a decent foot, I mean basically he can play both feet, but he doesn't have the cuts inside trait. But he can play both feet, right? Okay. And he can play as an inside forward and as a winger. I absolutely love swapping them, because sometimes I will get one guy giving me width and the other guy cutting inside, and other times I will end up getting 2 guys giving me width, right? Because the other guy, he might not have the trait to cut inside, so he'll play as an inside forward, right? Okay. Then the other guy who has he's just gonna carry on being a winger. Then other times he's the guy who has cuts inside. Okay. If he plays as a winger, he's going to cut inside. So when they swap, you can get different dynamics in this very same tactic. So you can definitely do it. So you have to... Swapping is something I do quite a lot in one of my tactics. In fact, does multi... I know one of my other tactics has it. So I'm not going to... Yeah, 100% Where can we see the swaps? Well, you can see from the tag. Okay, in case you guys are wondering, right? How do you see swaps? Okay, you come to here. You do it from here, right? You do a swap from here. So this row can swap with this row. But if you want to do the swap instruction, you gotta ask yourself, what is he gonna do when he swaps? So you gotta look at the traits, and sometimes they can give you a different flavor. And that's when the swap makes sense. The swap gives you a different kind of an attack. It's so sweet, man. It's absolutely beautiful. See, the thing about the tactics in this game is you've got the baseline tactics that everybody makes, right? You see this is the common level. This SI doesn't cater. When SI wants to make the game for players who outperform the game, all right, they don't make it for, they make the game so that everybody can play at a certain band, right? So the majority of players who put in the right kind of effort, they will get success. But they also want to have the Cinderella stories. But they don't want to make it too easy for people to do the Cinderella story. But but they do want to see people who are creative, because they're very happy when they see these creative null systems. I've seen, I spoke to one of the developers once, right? So he was telling me the other time, he was so impressed with one of the tactics that was created. It wasn't from me, right? So it was for somebody else in the community. So he was so impressed with the tactic, and there were people asking, is he an exploit? And he goes, no, it's very creative. It's a creative way of thinking about how to make the roles and duties and the instructions work. So, yeah. I love that about, the community right now. I think there's so many of you out there who are this is one of the reasons why I do the Bring Your Tactics series, which is coming back. I mean, when you get a chance, we'll be doing on Discord a lot, right? We're gonna do one in the next couple of weeks, I think. The next week or so, we'll do that. Kiaso, you got one check out a player. Oh, do I have one check out a player? I'm so sorry. We'll have to go inside here. I have to call out I gotta go and call out my little thingamajig. Football's live TV. Generally, people don't need permission to ask me things. What days are the Velez streams? That is on the calendar right now, right? So, sorry, this is from 2 days ago. I gotta learn how to Gigi's one we've done already. Marks are complete, right? Is this yours? I just finished the season with 135 goals. Seems good. Oh, Kiazo, this is your player, right? Okay, so I'm gonna copy this. And then we're gonna go take a look. Yeah, it does pop up. It's just that I was so focused on chatting. I was talking too much, I guess. Okay, here we go. So that's your table. You've given me a picture of where you finished. Holy cow. Whoo-wee! 135 goals. Congratulations, Mon. That's a heck of an achievement. So I guess, people saying that you can't score in the game. So what? We have to ask you. This is a time when we interview you. Seriously, we are interviewing you right now. So how does it feel like to score 135 goals, son? How did you do it? Can you please tell the rest of the world how you've done something that everybody seems to, not everybody, but quite a number of people out there seem to be saying that it cannot be done. It can't be done. Right. It can't be done. It can't be done. You did it. So how did you do it? My goodness. Kiazo, that's a fantastic achievement. Okay. Seeing a pass into space, TI also means more risky pass. I'm answering all the questions, right? So there's a few here. Seeing that pass into space, TI also means more risky passes. Would using that with shorter passing encourage occasional long passes and obviously more passes into open space? Yes. Because pass into space is a pass into space. It can be a long pass, it can be a short pass. Depends on who is going to be on that pass, right? Everybody's going to be triggered, right? But some of the roles may be hard-coded into playing simple passes. But if you've got DLP in there, you've got a box-to-box midfielder in there, you've got some of the creative roles in there, they will make the long pass occasionally. What do you think? We done that. How do you get an F9 to score a lot? You just don't. F9s don't really score a lot. Because they're so deep, they build up play. So if you want the F9 to score a lot, you're gonna have to make something that we like to see. Basically, is a fluid system in the game, right? So you're gonna have lots of roles that are on support duties. You don't have too many attack duties. You're gonna do a lot of movement. You're gonna be moving the team around a lot. You're gonna be playing on a lower tempo. You're gonna be playing wide. So you're gonna be very patient to build up, and that's how you can get the F9 to score a lot, because everybody's gonna be in the box by then. But in order for you to do that, you need a really good team. So it's just one of those things. Broken Mug, thanks for popping in and with a sub. Holy cow, you're back. I haven't seen you for a while. Broken Mug, how are you doing? Yes, I now have to pay attention to all the subs happening, right? Because I made the music really low. Yeah, I've got to learn how to pay attention to you guys occasionally. Anyway, want to thank you guys for Broken Mug. Seriously, I haven't seen you for a long time. How have you been? How have you been, man, Broken Mug? You've been away. Okay. Chori Power! You're from Argentina. Hey, I'm supporting. Hey, I'm not saying I'm an okay, guys. I've done these Argentina trips once before, right? I still remember. I don't know if you guys were still there. The first time I was on Twitch, right? I did the Argentina challenge or something like that. I was trying to manage Maradona. I understood that it's impossible to manage Maradona. So I got fired from the World Cup. I asked this. Okay, answer that question. And we got Kiazo, and this is the guy who did the job. Holy cow, we want to see 135 goal striker, man. Guys, everybody's going to start copying his name. And everybody's going to start taking notes. Because the moment they see this player pop up, everybody's going to start taking notes. Because you guys are going to get ready for this guy. 135, we want to see, okay, what he did to score all those goals. First up, I want to make sure that... Okay, this is ridiculous. What have I done? Okay, there we go. Here we go. Okay, this is your 135 goal striker. What a performance he put in, man. 38 goals in all competitions. Champions League 12 goals in 13 appearances. Serie A 23 goals in 33. He's one of the contributors, right? 38 goals. 30 goals is quite decent. James McKendry. What a performance, man. His attributes are really good. I mean, like, I like his agility, his balance, and his off the ball. For me, I tell you something. I'll say this. I've said this so many times, right? Okay. The most important attribute in the game for a striker is not finishing. It's not composure. It is off the ball. It is off the ball. You want a striker to score you lots of goals. You gotta make sure he's got very good off the ball, because he's got to be able to, he's got to make space for himself so that others can pass the ball to him. Otherwise, you're never gonna score goals. How do you earn cash? How do I earn cash? I mean, like, how you earn cash in the game? Well, I guess that's the way you earn cash in the game. I don't know. Buy and sell players, I guess. Okay. Alright. If you need a player, look up Fausto Vera. I know, first we have to get rid of these players. we got an out of control wage budget here in Velez. It's been crazy. Absolutely crazy at Velez. I just asked a coach of mine to train a defender to play simple passes. He said it'd be a really bad idea, so I asked him what he recommended. Mama, you gotta fire that coach, man. You gotta. Maybe it's it could be a different coach. Was it the same coach or a different coach? Different coaches give. You don't find that the same. You won't find. If you go into the game, same coach, right? That is a stupid thing that has happened. I think you guys can hear my son in the background. He's having a lot of fun. Today is a no school day. They're all at home. Okay, here we go. Almada, what a player that is. He is a fantastic player. I've never seen him play. I mean, personally speaking, I think for the people down in Argentina, he must be once. I mean, his attributes seem to suggest he's a very, very good player. I have this player. Should I keep asking him as Trequartista, or are there alternative roles to support the attack and drop deeper in his position he could play in? Okay. Let's see now. Let's see his attributes, right? So let me just make sure that we take control of this game first. Hopefully I'm paying attention to the game. Trequartista off the ball. See, look, first thing I look for, right? Passing, vision not so good. Runs with ball through center, that's not too bad. Decisions, 13. How old is he? He looks very young. 20 years old. You can develop him into a Trequartista. Yeah. Yeah, he's a few attributes short of being a very good Trequartista, but a role that drops deep. Okay, there are not so many roles, right? You got F9, but then he'll be dribbling a lot. He can dribble a lot. Okay, you can play him as an F9, passing, vision, decisions. The same attributes that the F9 needs, the Trequartista is going to need. So you can play him as a Trequartista or as an F9. Those will be the two roles that drop deep. Almada, I won't be surprised if he's linked to Leeds. I don't see any reason why Bielsa wouldn't go for Almada. But now the question is what? The question I have is whether Bielsa is still going to be at in the Premiership. But I think he does want to be challenged. He does want to be challenged. It's been a while since he's been in this kind of a situation, and I'm really hoping that he can be in that situation. I do apologize for my son. He's having a really good time at home, and he's having fun. So yes, there's going to be this squeals of delight coming from him. At least he's not going around being the monster. He would charge into rooms and he wear his monster outfit and he starts roaring and he starts growling all over the place. We've been trying to get him to stop, but apparently it's just in his nature to want to try and have fun and scare somebody. Buzat inside the box. Buzat! Oh man, that's it. Plenty of players are local not happy about the thought of QSI coming in. I'm not surprised. There's gonna. I have a feeling that I have this feeling that Bielsa might not be there. That Leeds next season. I have this feeling he's not gonna be there. I don't know why. I know he wants to feel challenged, but he's a very principled. That was a heck of a header, man. He needed all that space just to score a goal. Okay, we got our goal. We go back into our little huddle. Yeah, okay. The thing about me in counter pressing is this: I got only one simple rule about counter pressing. If I can win the ball back, if I see that I can do something with the ball after losing the ball, that's when I keep counter press up. So we lose the ball, right? We win it back. Counter pressing is only useful if you can do something with the ball immediately after winning the ball back. If you find that you are always not winning the ball back, you're trying to, so if you have possession, right, you're attacking, you had the ball, and then you lose the ball, but you don't win it back, that's when counter pressing is wrong. You got to see him, yeah, I don't know, I really want to see Bielsa in the Premiership, man. If Bielsa is not with Leeds next season, Leeds is going straight back now. I guarantee you. I don't believe Leeds will stay up. What's up, Gavin? Did you like the video on the defending corners? It came right out from Twitch. It's from Twitch. It was a Twitch episode. I think it was we're doing I don't know. I can't remember what. I think it was the Udinese challenge, right? that I'm doing, and I was explaining to people how I set up my corner routines. So I thought, yep, we have so many of these little snippets that happen during the streams, right? Where I talk about certain things, about certain tactics. So I have to actually go through the entire stream to find this kind of snippets so I can cut them up and hopefully, they prove useful for you guys. The player I showed earlier replaced this guy who was sold against my will while I was on holiday mode the previous lesson learned, right? Don't sell players. Oh my goodness. You should not allow, when you go on holiday mode, you have to make sure that the club doesn't sell your players. You haven't conceded? Well done. I don't want to reveal my secret sauce. But I also want to see how many people use it during the FM streamer showdown. Because I was waiting, right, during the FM streamer showdown, I was watching all these guys conceding corners. I was like, no wonder you're conceding corners. Yep, no surprise here, no surprise here. So I was watching no surprise, no surprise, no surprise, no surprise, no surprise. So let's see how many of them have changed their corner routines. Now I know who their corner routines are. Uno di Italio. Always keep selling transfer listed players ticked on when holiday.
Drags it down now. Long way out. What a goal! What a goal! What a goal by McFadden! Magic from James McFadden! He's a genius again for Scotland! They've been suckered in the Parc des Princes! James McFadden from 40 yards into the roof of the net! Picking out Landreau! France nil! Scotland!
That was you, Mama Suwaska. You triggered that with your word goal in the chat. All you had to say was goal, and it triggered that. Because the word goal is gonna trigger different kind of celebrations. Is Fabio Silva a good trequartista? No.
Ik heb opeens zo'n gevoel dat we in de halve finale gaan komen met het balbezit voor Frank de Boer. Frank de Boer speelt de bal. Heel goed naar Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp.
Dat is Dennis Bergkamp.
Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp. Oh! Frank de Boer speelt de bal naar Dennis Bergkamp. Die neemt de bal feilloos aan. En hij schiet de bal erin. We spelen nog officieel 20 seconden. Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah, I made it softer because last time it was very loud. Now it's back down to being soft. I have to adjust it very soon again, which means I have got to do I have to jump to the hoop a few times. I'll be back. I have to jump a few hoops right now. This is gonna be fun, but it's not too difficult to adjust, I think. But I gotta go to the individual sound clips while I'm streaming and get them done. Sounds. Well, my goal, McFadden. Come on. Okay, you go up to about, say, 45. Bergkamp. Go up to about 40. Roma. The thing about this game now is that for me, right, if I don't keep my fingers on I don't do something like pause or something, I don't know what's going on now. Because the game will just, I don't know, the game crashes. It's like I've got to touch something. I gotta touch you, game. Okay, so we've done all this. So what do I do next? I gotta go to stream elements and refresh the widget. Let's see if that works. Oh, we still, what? It's another 1-0 win for us. Ay. Come on, boys. Give me one more goal. For one score, like 2 or 3 goals for us. Yeah, another 1-0. I'm taking 1-0 to a new level in this game, man. Every other match is 1-0. Okay. Come on, guys. Don't lose the ball now. Okay, we gotta defend this. Okay, good work, Gudara. Over the top is Romero. Romero comes in. Romero. Oh man, after all the effort. Okay, let's sub him. Him on Zon a chance. This guy is not much of a tackler, but it's not like I have a lot of options on the bench. This guy has played a very good game. I'm the last person in the building. That's why I have free time. But it's a good thing that you mentioned about your save, right? Where you had the situation where a player was sold, even when you went on holiday mode and gave the instruction not to sell the players. That's strange. In fact, it should be a bug. It should be a bug. It shouldn't be happening, man. We're not supposed to see that happen. Let's see if it happens now. Let's see goal. I think it's the word goal, right?
Pode pintar um golaço, fez o break, bateu direto pro gol, olha o 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 gol, tá lá, tá lá, tá lá, tá lá, tá lá, tá lá, golaço, golaço, tá lá, golaço, Colorado no Pacaembu!
Okay, I think hopefully that was a bit louder. You had it off. You should keep the instruction. Yes, definitely. You gotta be very careful of turning off that instruction. If you turn it off, you could be in trouble. You have to have the do not sell any of my players, please. Him as a defender, let's check him out. Okay. Okay, let's check this out. Let's check this guy out. Okay. So you've got a player contracted to United, 77 million, 26-year-old kid. Holy guacamole, what is this? Who's this player? First thing I do when you have 77 million, right? I start looking at whether it's how many goals he scored. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got a central midfielder, wide midfielder. Yeah, he's a bit of everything, I guess. He can play. I love this thing, right? No suitable roles for him. That's what we have. We got a Paul Pogba turn into this. So this is how your Paul Pogba has developed. Wait, how many seasons is this? This is just one season, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is just Paul Pogba. That's it. That's it. I feel sorry for you. He is a good player, but, we're hoping that he does better. Yeah, it is Paul Pogba. There's nothing wrong with him. I just think that the poor thing about Paul Pogba is, it's like, you want to see more from him, right? I think United fans deserve to see more from him. That's it. And it's like, it took Bruno Fernandes to come to the club before they could see. But to be honest, to be perfectly fair to Bruno Fernandes, he was injured. So, yeah, I'm hoping that he turns up and just continues well for United. I mean, we all want to see a strong United. We don't want to see a United, yeah. I hate to see Roy Keane whinging on television so much. That's it. I want to see Roy Keane happy. He wants to play him as a defender. You can't play him as a defender. Yeah, but you're going to concede a lot of goals. I play him as a libero. Gets into opposition, he shoots on doors or balls, drives tricks. Yeah, I'll play him as a libero. Passing, vision, decisions. Yep. You saw my Neymar libero turn around. I turned him into a libero. I'm sure you can do that to Paul Pogba. Yeah. Play him as a libero, man. No, you said you wanted to play him as a defender, right? I think that he is a good player. I just think the problem is his agent as well. Exactly. I think a lot of player problems could be emanating from agents. They want bigger fees. They want to be able to sell these players. They want to be able to move these players from club to club. And that's what's happening in the real world. So they start up these small little fires here and there. Tell him, I think they don't appreciate you at this club. You should be thinking of let me get on the phone. I'll see if I get you a club that really appreciates you. What do you mean appreciates me? They give you more money. Yeah, that's the best way to appreciate you. I'll get them to pick you up. We'll fly you there. The club wants to fly you in their private jet. Yeah. I'll show you the places they want you to stay in and blah blah blah. Along the way, the agent gets like 6 million for the transfer. Exactly right. It's funny to watch players like Roy Keane whinge, right? Seriously, I when I watch the shows right, on the telly, and then you see Roy Keane whinging, Roy Keane moaning, Roy Keane. I mean, this is a fighter. And now when his reactions on the telly can make me laugh a bit, because if you remember his history, libero doesn't need good jumping. You don't need good jumping reach. Why does libero need good jumping? No. You have to understand, Kratos. I'm playing him as a libero because remember we did with Neymar. We played Neymar as a libero and it worked. It worked brilliantly for PSG for a really long time. So you can do the same thing with. In fact, Pogba would be a better libero than Neymar. Yeah, he'll be a better libero. At least he's got 9 for positioning, and he's got vision of 16 passing. I mean, yeah. Sweeper doesn't need jumping. Never has. Don't worry about it. You got 2 players. See, the thing is this, right? If you want to play a libero on attack, we don't want any defensive output from him. We don't care about his defense because you got 2 really, really good defenders flanking him. So you play him as a libero on attack. We're not playing him as a sweeper. We're playing as a libero on attack. Yeah. Only central defenders. We're playing liberos, not sweeper. In a back 3, we're using the guy in the middle as a libero on attack. So we are ignoring his defensive output. We're just pushing him forward. That's how I play. I've been doing it for a long time. It works. It's so easy to make it work. I've even played Kylian Mbappe as a wingback, man. What are the advantages of using 2 playmakers? Mr. Bullshit. You can even play 3 playmakers in a central midfield setup. It creates a tactic because, like, what you'll end up seeing is, like, those tiki-taka systems. You get a lot of build-up play in the middle where they keep the ball because you got 3 playmakers, 3 players comfortable with keeping the ball, allowing some systems which are low-tempo systems plenty of time to build up. Between the 3, they can keep the ball really well, and then any one of these 3 players can find the pass for the player. Goalkeeper needs hands. And I heard that the goalkeeper also needs to be able to dive, right? So yeah, that would be a good idea too. Occasionally the goalkeeper needs to dive. Hey Jason, signing Game Changer. Yeah, we'll have a chance to look at it this weekend. Okay, once again, Game Changers this weekend, guys. If you want to catch up and join the show. Gorno, who's this? Yeah, match preview. We're gonna play this. Man, can we stop doing the 1-0s? Okay, how many more matches have we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more matches left. Okay. Oh, 4312. Yeehaw. No, it's subs can send in their saves early. Because you're a subscriber, I can trigger it and then you can go in, and then all you gotta do after that is it'll be in my save in my Dropbox, and then I'll be able to call it this weekend, right? So instead of having like a save come in now. Wow, this is a rolling one, man.
Golaço Colorado de...
Okay, let's see if these boys can make sure that we don't get into a lot of trouble. Hey, Adit Deshpanda, welcome back. How are you? How are you, son? Hope you're having a good day. Are we on comprehensive by any chance? This is too much. Yeah, man, key highlights. First, not 1-0 game of the stream. I don't know, man. It could be a few 1-0 games. Or it could be like my Udinese save. Hey, it's the second goal. It could be like my Udinese save, right? The Udinese challenge. I've had more players sent off in the Udinese challenge than I've had in all my other saves put together. I'm fighting against relegation. All my team wants to do is play with 10 men. We can be leading 1-0 and we're not playing with 10 men. So it's been one of those crazy challenges I've given myself. So all I see is, that's it, damn it, now we're in trouble again. Centurion takes away, that's good. You're saying 3-1, that's good. Thank you, man. They can be made better with the Liverpool win and trophy lift tonight, right? Yeah, I agree, man. In a couple of hours time, definitely hoping for a trophy lift, hoping for a few things tonight. That's for sure. That is for sure. So after this game, I'm gonna have to call it for a while because the evening the kids are about. I want to definitely put them to sleep, and then take a short break, have dinner, and then come back. I did Dashpanda. Your timing, man. Your timing. I wish you would been here a bit earlier, but I'm hoping you can catch up. We can catch up a bit later. There's a third goal. Looks like we're ending the stream with a nice little flurry of goals. And yes, the Liverpool-Chelsea trophy lift tonight.
That's for sure. Yeah, I'll be coming back in a few hours' time, definitely. But not on Twitch, doing it on YouTube, yeah. Oh my goodness, come on, but it will be a Velez save. I'm doing something different. Yeah, Velez will continue with the Velez next week because Velez has a time slot, right? So we do Velez every Wednesday now. So every Wednesday I will continue with the Velez story to see where we end up with Velez. So Velez is going to continue.
Oh, Piton has finally scored. My goodness, 40th minute. My word, it's a 4-0 delight. Sorry, it's not going to look 3-1, man. It's not going to be 3-1. Yeah, I'll talk about it in a short while. I can't remember. I wanted to do bring your tactic, but so far no tactics, right? So nobody submitted. You guys are so good. I think we'll see. It's a fifth. It's a complete demolition, man, Velez. This is a nice goal. Boom. Bam. Back to you, man. Babano, thank you for the follow, man. That's fantastic. That is a phenomenally nice goal. What a nice setup. Cordoba just getting hammered. Okay, we have to take Centurion off. Oh, we got a Facundo Perrone. Okay, you're a Facundo. As long as you're a Facundo, you get to play. And De La Fuente. Okay, all three players are coming. Same time every Wednesday we do Velez. Yes. Same time every Wednesday. Then this Friday is going to be, so Monday and Friday I do my challenges, right? So I got my save whatever club from relegation challenge on Monday and Friday. On Wednesday is my long-term save, whichever one I choose. Velez in this particular case, because we done AC Milan to death, right? So it's very boring. It's very boring now with AC Milan. All we do is win. And there's nothing. You guys don't see anything, right? You don't see me changing tactics or creating anything new. So I thought, yeah, that's it. Bury the save. On weekends, so this Saturday we're doing Game Changer, guys. So that's definitely on the cards. So it'll be great. So that's available to everybody who's essentially a Twitch subscriber. So a chance for you to send in your save, right? And I'll take a look if you need any help. Yeah. So what we're gonna do right now is we are going to go and I think, yeah, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go and see my kids right now. There are plenty of people streaming it. I don't think there's a lot of football managers streaming right now. Just one or two. The bind replication, definitely we're gonna look on that. Maybe tonight, right? I'm gonna do some reading on the Discord and make sure that maybe we'll do the bind replication tonight. Yeah. We haven't done it at Discord yet. We're gonna do it soon. Yeah, we have to do it soon. Alright guys, so I want to thank everybody. I think buying that replication could be either tonight or next week, because I had a lot of issues setting up my audio for the last couple of weeks on Twitch, right? I've only managed to kind of set the audio up and I'm happy with it at where it is, or I think I should be happy with it. I'm hoping I can be happy with it. Then after that, in about a week's time, I'm hoping to move rooms again and do things. Yes. Different kinds of things I'm looking to do. Yes, definitely. And I want to thank everybody for coming in. Now, I will keep you guys updated on what's happening next on Discord very, very soon. I just want to go and put my kids to sleep, right? Before it's a certain rule that I have in my life. I'm the first to see their faces in the morning, and I'm going to be the last to see their faces before they sleep. I'm hoping that to keep that promise to myself for as long as I can. So I want to thank everybody for coming in on today's stream. You've been absolutely fantastic. To all the guys who subscribe today, Mama Suaka, every one of you, right? You know who you are. Broken Mug, long time I have not seen Broken Mug. Mama Suaska, thanks for subbing. You guys, and GGV151 for resubscribing. You guys are absolutely fantastic, man. I truly have missed you, Broken Mug. You'll be one of the first few supporters of the channel. I'm glad to see you're back. So guys, you guys take care. I have to put my kids to sleep. And I want to see you guys very soon. Okay? You take care. Bye-bye.